Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well. Sorry we're a little bit late. I wrote in my calendar. I wrote for the live stream that it was at 4:05, but I, for some reason, forgot that it wasn't at 4:15. I don't know why I put that in my head, but I did. But we are here, and we are up and running. So here we go. Zack Wheeler's on the mound. We're in the bottom of the first. There's 2 outs and a runner on over at first. And the pitch is taken down low for Jose Tena. So we're getting back into the swing of things. We're here. Tena batting .281, 3 homers, and 15 RBI as well. Got a runner on over at first base. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. There's a line drive caught over at shortstop. Nice leaping catch by Trey Turner. And the inning is over just like that. So we head to the top of the second inning. We'll recap you as we head into the top of the second and tell you what just went on. So in the Phillies' first half of the first inning, Schwarber walked, and then Turner popped out over to second base. Harper struck out swinging on a 1-2 pitch, and then Castellanos fouled out over to first base. So that's what happened in the top of the first. And then in the bottom of the first, Garcia struck out swinging, and then it was Garcia struck out swinging, then Wood struck out looking, Ruiz singled to right, and then Tena just lined out to short. So as we go to the top of the second, the Phillies lineup will look like this. It'll be Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Bohm, Realmuto, Stott, Wilson, and Marsh. So the Phillies are taking on the Nationals in game number 161 today, and they still have a chance. It's going to take some help from the Colorado Rockies, but they technically are not. They're technically still in the running for the 1 seed. And if the Phillies do win tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to do the Dodgers game. The Dodgers play at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Dodgers still, as of now, do have the 1 seed. But if the Phillies do win, then we'll be doing the Dodgers game. Essentially what has to happen is the Phillies have to win tonight and tomorrow, and the Dodgers have to lose tonight and tomorrow. That's essentially what has to happen. So we'll see what happens in this game. But so far, no score between both of these teams. Let me know what your final score predictions are down below. Appreciate it very, very much. The game is TBD for me. Well, we're here. We're here. And we're up and running. It is a beautiful day out at Nationals Park. It really is. It's a different picture here in South Jersey. Well, they're not really so friendly, but at Nationals Park, it looks absolutely gorgeous. Money line for the Phillies, it's at -215 according to FanDuel. And for the Nationals, it's at +165. Mackenzie Gore is on the hill for Washington, and he's 0-2 against the Phillies so far. This season, though, he has 17 2/3 under his belt against the Phillies. He's pitched in 3 games. This will be his 4th game. The pitch, and there's a called strike. The sun is shining over on the left side of the batter's box and over towards the center of home plate, so it's going to be really tough visibility-wise for right-handed batters, especially with the shadows. 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards shortstop, diving stop over at shortstop, and the throw over to first. Nice pick. That was by Joey Gallo, but just an incredible play. over at shortstop by Nasim Nunez, who took away essentially a base hit from Alec Boehm. That was ridiculous. The fact that he was able to lay out his whole entire body and fire a missile that took a bounce over to first base. That's just absolute greatness there. Crew chief for tonight, it'll be Nick Lentz over at home plate. Brock Ballou is over at first. Scott Berry is the second base umpire. And Lance Barksdale is the third base ump. The pitch to JT, and there's a called strike. No balls, one strike. And the next pitch, and that is bounced foul. The Phillies did lose last night. Not only did they lose, but they were slaughtered by the Nationals 9-1. Phillies do, however, lead the regular season series 8-3 against the Nats. But Ranger did not look good in last night's game. The balls, two strikes, and the pitch. Nats taken way outside for a ball. Stone Garrett also homered in his return and had a 3-hit, 3 RBI night. 1 ball, 2 strikes to JT Realmuto, and he'll foul the next pitch back over towards the screen. Gore with 20 pitches already. Let's talk a little bit more about him. He has a 10-12 record this year, a 4.04 earned run average, and 172 strikeouts for the 25-year-old. 1-2 delivery. That is low and away for ball 2. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms. Have red Phillies painted across the chest with blue stars over each eye. 2-2 pitch, ground ball, and that's going to get through the hole into center field for a base hit. No chance that the shortstop was going to be able to do anything there to stop that. Nasim Nunez, and JT gets on, and there's the Phillies' first hit of the afternoon. So fastball right back up the middle. And Nunez, who made a terrific play, there was no chance that he was going to be able to dive for that. Now Bryson Stott will step into the box, batting over on the left side. And the pitch, and there's a called strike on the outside corner. Remember, we said that the sun is shining over on the right side of the batter's box and over the center of home plate. So you're probably going to see a lot of shadows, especially early on in this game. A 1 pitch that just misses for ball 1. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? One ball, 1 strike. Gore gets set and fires, and it's upstairs. What's up, Marianne? How you doing? Hi, I'm in Croatia on an ill-timed vacation. Who knew that when I booked 2 years ago that the Phillies would be this far along? I get 2 American stations, and they don't cover sports. And that's why we're on here, man. That's one of the reasons why. We try to get professional play-by-play, radio-style play-by-play. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, swing and a miss. We have an awesome community. We really do. 2-2 is the count to Bryson Stott. Wearing his his blue cleats, if I can speak today. It's also white batting gloves. 2-2 pitch, and he'll foul this one back over towards the screen. So we got a runner over at first. There's 1 out here in the top of the second. Gore is 1-4 against the Phillies in his last 6 starts. 0-2 this season. Has a 7.18 ERA, and opponents are hitting .320 against him as the 2-2 delivery is swung on and foul tipped into the glove for strike 3, and Gore gets his first K today. And that'll bring up Wes Wilson. It's 83 degrees. 52% humidity. Winds are blowing at 5 miles per hour. First pitch to Wes, and he takes it for a ball. His average sits at 280. His 3 home runs and 8 runs knocked in as well. Toss back over to first, and JT is safe. Wilson, as a lot of Phillies will remember, had a cycle a couple of months ago. And that was the 9th in Phillies history. 1-0 pitch. Strike 1. It's a curveball that catches the kneecaps. Gore, the last time he pitched, he went 7 innings. He had 9 strikeouts and 1 earned run allowed. He's had a very, very good month of September overall. He's just allowed 10 runs, a total of 4 earned runs, as the next pitch is swung on and missed. And an earned run average of 1.59. One ball, 2 strikes to Wes Wilson. Gore with the baseball, gets set just at the belts. Kicks and delivers from the stretch, and the 1-2 is swung on and missed, and the inning is over. It was a high fastball. And back-to-back strikeouts is what ends the top of the second inning. Bottom of the second coming up out at Nationals Park. It'll be Juan Yepez, Dylan Cruz, and Joey Gallo up to the plate. All right. Hello. Hello, everybody. Good day, JJ. Hope you enjoyed the day off yesterday. I did not have an off day today, but off from streaming, yes. I got to do my first Villanova game. That was really cool. I did color yesterday. I'm doing play-by-play and color. I'm splitting with somebody else. That's really cool. So I did my first game color yesterday and had a really, really good time. So I could not do this game, obviously, because I had to do Villanova ice hockey, and that was awesome. So very good experience. Can't wait to do it again next Saturday. Don't worry. I am going to have somebody on to do the Phillies game that night. Okay, so I will not leave you hanging like I did last night. I promise. So, but that'll be really cool. That'll be really, really awesome. JJ International Man of Play-by-Play. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I want to create a loving community on here. That's my number one goal. I mean, for sure, like I love doing play-by-play, and that's the number one thing. But I want people to remember the community and just the special bond that we have with each other. You know, that's what I think is really cool. Mod Squad, if you are here, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe as well, and turn on those notification bell icons. I love your profile pic, Scott, by the way. Yes. I was just going to say that, too. HEB read my mind. How many people do we have tuning in on here, Mod Squad? Let us know down below. We got 70 on here watching as of now. And how many likes? Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And spread the word. Spread that word. Thanks, 3-Step. Appreciate it, man. Had a really good time. So, just still going to be calling games, man. That's what I want to do. That's the dream. Zack Wheeler is, of course, his name has been brought up a lot because he's now in the Cy Young running with Chris Sale. It's him and Sale that are top 2, and Wheeler has one last chance today to try to make a statement to the Cy Young voters. First pitch, that's taken for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Wheeler comes set the letters, kicks, fires, and that pitch is inside for ball 2. That was a sinker at 95 miles per hour. Juan Yepez hitting .290 with 6 home runs and 25 RBI as well. 2-0 pitch, and there's a foul ball back over towards the screen. Nationals are in their City Connect uniforms. They have the gray tops and the white bottoms. They have WSH in white painted across the chest. and the W logo on top of the gray cap. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-1 pitch was fouled back, and the count is now tied up. Zack with 17 pitches so far today. Coming into today, though, he has a 2.56 earned run average, 213 strikeouts, and is also 16-7. 2-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and Wheeler gets another strikeout. This time he starts off the bottom of the second with a bang. There's 1 out to start off the bottom of the second. It was a good pitch. And with a fastball that was just at the eye level, and Yepez thought it was good to swing at it. Here we go. He'll throw the same pitch to Dylan Cruz, and Cruz buys into it and is behind in the count 0-1. Wheeler against the Nationals this year has gone 13 1/3 of an inning and has given up 3 earned runs, 4 total runs. The pitch is taken outside for a ball. He's also only given up 3 walks, and he has 12 strikeouts. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch on the way, popped up, hit out over towards shallow right field. Castellanos comes running in, and he'll make the catch with the sunglasses on, and there's 2 up, 2 down already. That was Dylan Cruz who popped out over to right. And there's 2 gone here. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to my friend from college. I go way back from it with him. I have to post it on my Instagram, but yeah, Matt Monaco did that. Did an incredible job. It pays to have friends, really good friends. That's what I always tell people. The pitch, and that's way outside for a ball. But I want to continue to grow this thing, and I think that y'all can see that. We don't just talk about it. We're being serious. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. Gallo is 0 for 6 against Zack Wheeler, and 5 of the times he's gone 0 for, he has struck out. 1-1 delivery, and Gallo just lays off on the curve. Nick Lentz just got some more baseballs from the Nationals bat boy to load him up. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch from Wheeler is inside. Just got word today that Jeff Passan is, or who was covered baseball, Major League Baseball on ESPN as an insider, is now going to switch over to NBA. 3-1 pitch, and there's a foul ball. Adrian Wojnarowski, covered the NBA, is retired. It was announced a couple of weeks ago. 3-2 pitch from Wheeler, and that's inside and low for ball 4. And that's a 2-out walk, only the 51st walk of the season by Zack Wheeler. Now Jacob Young is coming up. So congratulations to Jeff on now being able to cover the NBA for ESPN. The pitch, and there's a foul ball that's chopped over towards the third base side. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that's taken on the outside corner for strike 2. The ball is 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the second, and the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Zack Wheeler gets a strikeout there to end the inning. and we head to the top of the third with no score. I apologize. As somebody that covers sports, I really should know better. Jeff Passan, according to John Boy Media, is a candidate to switch sports and replace Adrian Wojnarowski. So that was the newsbreaker that was reported 3 hours ago, and that was incorrect, what I said. So I do apologize. I make mistakes, and that was a big one on my part, and I own up to it. But that was according to Andrew Marchand, who was a senior writer for The Athletic. So Passan is a candidate to switch sports and replace Adrian Wojnarowski as the NBA's lead newsbreaker. And Shams Charania, of course, is in the hunt with that as well. So, but yeah, man, what's going on? If you enjoy JJ's play-by-play content, please make sure that you smash the like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Please share the stream with your friends and your family. Appreciate it. So, yes, I'll be back. I gotta work. We have the tiebreaker. We do have the tiebreaker, but we need the, yes, we have the tiebreaker, but for those of you that still are interested in the Phillies possibly getting the number 1 seed, there is technically still a chance, but they're going to need some help from the Colorado Rockies and, of course, take care of their own business. If the Phillies win tonight, we will be doing the Dodgers game. So, yeah. Yesterday's game was a candidate for worst game of the season, but nothing's going to top off the Athletics game. That was the worst game of the season. The pitch. That's taken for a strike. But a candidate? Maybe you're right. The ball is 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That is way outside for ball 1. How are my people doing? Comment down below. We got 90 people tuning in on here. Appreciate it very, very much. 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That's going to make the count now 1-2. Gore gets set and fires. The pitch popped up, hit out over towards left center field. And getting under it is Young, and he'll make the catch over towards the alleyway to get the first out recorded. And we head back to the leadoff spot, and it's Kyle Schwarber, who led off in the ball game with a walk. It's weird seeing Marsh batting in the 9th spot. That's the first time that that's happened this season. First pitch to Schwarber, and he lays off on the curve. It was low. What's up going on? What's up, man? What time is the LA game? It's at 8:05. It's at 8:05. We'll be covering it. If the Phillies win, 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch outside and low. Check swing, did he go? And they say no. So yeah, the LA game is at 8:05. Or 8:10, sorry. It's at 8:10. Larry's right. I'm a little bit off today. 2 balls, no strikes, and the next pitch, it's popped up, hit out over towards the third base side and foul ground. Who's going to get over to it? It'll be the third baseman, Tenna, who makes the catch, and Schwarber fouls out the third. Second time today that the Phillies batter has fouled out. JJ, why didn't you do the game yesterday? Because I was at Villanova. That's why. The pitch, nets outside for a ball. I was at Villanova. I did color yesterday for Villanova, so I had a really, really good time. 1 ball, no strikes. I guess I forgot to post it in the announcements. But whatever. 1 ball, no strikes. Here in the top of the third. There's 2 outs. Phillies with no score so far out in Washington, D.C. Marlins have a 2-1 lead in Toronto in the top of the 6th with the bases loaded. Giants also lead the Cardinals 2-1 in the bottom of the 2nd. As the 1-0 pitch is taken outside by Turner for ball 2. Trey popped out in the first. Still hitting .293 on the season. Did they just call that a strike? So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch and that's taken for a strike. That was a ball. Guess you can't assume. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. Gore kicks and fires, and Turner gets a piece of it. What's 5 minutes between friends? Well, time does matter. I was 5 minutes late, so it does. Early is on time is late. That's the standard I hold myself with. 1-2 pitch. That's fouled off the mask of Ruiz. And Turner stays alive. You have to let us know or we can hear your Villanova broadcasts. Yeah, I'll have to post the link. I'll do that for the next time. I didn't know. The truth is I didn't really find out until right before the game started because they posted it on another channel last year. Now they're doing it on a different one, so that's why I didn't know. But yes, for the future broadcasts, I will absolutely do that. I will. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and they're gonna check on Nick Lentz because the foul ball did hit him, and the trainer is out there to make sure he's okay, and all the umpires are gonna gather together. That's the Nationals trainer. It's out there. 1-2 is the count. We're in the top of the third, and there's 2 outs here. Well, I guess that you never really think about this, but when you talk about the robo-umps, and there not being somebody behind the plate, I guess that it also, one other positive is that it ruins the chance less for injury. 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and Turner swings at a curveball that was in the dirt. It spelled nothing but trouble, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Phils here in the top of the third, and the bottom of the third coming up out in D.C. We should score off this guy, 3.98 ERA. He's done really good lately. I wouldn't be so sure to say that, Larry, because I said this before, but during this month, he has a 1.50 ERA and has done really good over his last 4 starts. He has. He's only allowed 4 earned runs in 22 2/3 of an inning. Really, you go back to his last 6 starts. Over his last 34 innings of work, he's only allowed 7 earned runs and has also struck out a matter of 36 batters. So that's pretty good stuff. He had a 4.66 ERA, and now it's all the way down to 4.04 ever since those last 6 starts. So, but yeah, that was just coming into today. Now it's at 3.98. Our offense needs to wake up. Under 12 people watching and 34 likes. Let's go, JJ. Let's go, Phillies. Let's go, Phillies. But thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't answered the poll question is this. The Phillies have to win. The Dodgers have to lose tonight. And then the Phillies have to win tomorrow, and the Dodgers have to lose tomorrow. And that's for the Phillies to get the 1 seed. So their tragic number is at 1, and the magic number is at 4. will the Phillies still get the 1 seed? Do you really believe that the Rockies are going to beat the Dodgers twice and that the Phillies are going to win these next 2 games? Please comment and let me know down below. So Zack Wheeler is going to be pitching for his 3rd frame as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Phillies only with 1 hit. Each team with just 1 hit today. And the pitch. And there's a called strike. Larry says no. Nope, says Dr. MP. Well, 61% of you have said yes, so I'd like to hear your reasoning behind that. No balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, that's taken for strike 2. Zach kicks and fires, and that pitch is fouled back over towards the screen. The Braves and the Mets are now tied with each other. They're 87 and 71. Larry says a near 0% chance. Well, that's why. Mathematically, but you think logically, it's a near 0% chance. The ball's 2 strikes, and the next one is in the dirt for a ball. But every rose has its thorn, Larry. 1-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 3rd. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wheeler gets set at the letters, winds up and fires, and that's just fouled off. Wheeler's 34 years old. He's finished in the top 5 in Cy Young awards 3 times. 2-2 pitch. And that pitch is fouled off. And this will be the 4th time that he's done that. He's a 2-time All-Star. He's also a Gold Glove winner last year. And was the leader in strikeouts. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler comes set and delivers. And it's taken just a little bit low. 103 wins throughout his career. 69 losses. A lifetime 3.34 ERA. And a total of 1,606 strikeouts. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball hit over to first base. Harper has it. Flips it back over to Wheeler, who covers the bag and wins the relay. And Nasim Nunez is out. Flip the lineup card and go back to the top of the order as Luis Garcia Jr. will step into the box. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat. If you have not subscribed to the channel, what are y'all waiting for, man? Before we get to the postseason, I would love it if we got to 4,400 subscribers. That would really mean a lot to me. So let's continue the push for that. The pitch, ground ball, rolled over towards the right side. Stott has it, gets up, throws over to first. And 1 pitch, and there's 2 outs. And James Wood will step into the box now. Had a quiet chat today. JJ, if the Phillies don't make the World Series, do you think it's time to move on from Rob? That's a loaded question, man. How did they lose? That's essentially the question, you know? The pitch, and that's taken on the outside corner for a strike. I think that, obviously, Rob is probably going to have to play a factor into it, but you got to... That's, like, not an easy question. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is on the inside corner for strike 2. Did Bryce Harper get hurt? Did Kyle Schwarber get hurt? Right? Did Harper strike out with the bases loaded? You know, did Ranger have a bad outing? There has to be more that goes into it. The pitch. There it is. Swing and a miss. And James Wood strikes out for the 2nd time today against Zack Wheeler. And that's how the 3rd inning ends. Time to go to the top of the 4th. Quick 3 innings so far here at Nationals Park. No score. and the Phillies are coming up. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, to answer your question to the best that I can, will Rob play a part into, like, why they lose? I'm sure. Okay, I don't know specifically what's going to happen. Nobody does. But could I see Rob Thompson being let go of? Realistically, no. It all depends. It's such a loaded question because while, yes, his performance matters in the postseason, it comes down to the players too. Will he be on the hot seat? We have to see like what lays out. If something like last year, if last year repeats itself for the most part, okay, because you can't really repeat every single thing. But if last year somewhat repeats itself, Rob's going to be on the hot seat. I don't see him being gone. Do I think that he should be gone after what happened last year? If that happens again, I'd consider it. But then the question is, who do you bring in? That's the tough part. Because, yeah, he's out, but then who comes in? So that's where my mind is at. Usually, like, when people do ask me that question, and I'm starting to realize it now, like, I probably would have said months ago yes. But from a logical standpoint, there's a lot of factors that go into it. So, emotion aside, yes, I'd have to wait and see what happens. Why not play Buddy or Sosa instead of Stott versus a lefty? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to factor in given the time off or whatever. That's probably why. Is Rojas now late inning defensive replacement? Rojas is not playing today because he's sick. He has the flu. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch to Harper, and that is swung on and missed, so he's not even on the team today. You got a good point. Yeah, man, I'm trying to, like, think about it from a lot of perspectives, right? Because you got to kind of cut the pieces of the pie. The pitch, that's inside and high for ball 2. It's tough. There's no straight yes or no. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and there's a ground ball, foul ball hit over to first base. But I hope that makes sense. If last year repeats itself, would I do it? I'd be more tempted to do it. Yeah. But this year's different, I think. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is upstairs. There are many factors, not just Rob. A lot of injuries this year, bad slumps in the whole team. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch to Harper, and he fouls it away. I will tell you this. If the bats go cold again, okay, Kevin Long is probably going to be gone next year. I'll put it to you that way. Payoff pitch to Harper. There's a ground ball hit over towards the hole into right field for a base hit, and Harper able to beat the shift. The little infield shift over there towards the right side, and he gets on with a single over to right field. Okay, so Harper gets on with a leadoff single, and now here's Nick Castellanos, who was on an 8-game hitting streak and is 14 for his last 28. With 2 homers, 5 RBI, and the slugging percentage of .821. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Second place, I'm not even certain we will win in the playoffs. Lately, this team has not given us any warm and fuzzies. I disagree with that. If they go out and get swept with crap games like yesterday, something needs to change. Yeah. Oh, 1 pitch, and there's a foul ball. But yesterday's not going to happen in the playoffs. That's the truth. If Rangers pitching bad, Rob manages the game differently. If it was a playoff game, it's a different type of a ball game. The Nationals aren't going to the playoffs. It's just different, man. Like, they're managing the regular season. If Ranger pitched like that in the playoffs, Rob would have pulled him probably after the third. Not let him go as long as he did. The ball is 2 strikes to Nick Castellanos. Here's the 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Castellanos. There's the first out. How many innings did Ranger go yesterday? 2 innings. I'm sorry. I meant to say, yeah, okay, Ranger got pulled after the second inning. I think that he would have been pulled after the first. I do. I think yesterday he would have been pulled after the first if this was a playoff game. So, but I don't know. Long should have been gone long ago. That's funny. That's funny. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. All right, 1 out, top of the 4th. Sorry about that. Bohm hitting .282 on the season so far. 15 homers and 95 RBI. And the 1-1 delivery is high for ball 2. Phillies will wrap up their season tomorrow and play against the Nationals at 3:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Whoever just subscribed to the channel, thank you so much. Appreciate it. 2 balls, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. And the next pitch is on the outside edge for strike 2 at 95. We will do the Dodgers-Rockies game tonight at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time if the Phillies do come up with a win. Because then they'll still be in the hunt for the 1 seed. 2-2 on the way. Line drive caught by the pitcher Gore, and the throw back over to first is going to double up Bryce Harper. That was a rocket hit back to Gore. And a 1-3 double play is what ends the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 4th with no score. Okay, Brett Michaels. I saw that one. People vote yes because they want the Phillies to have the 1 seed. But I asked, will the Phillies still get the 1 seed? Not if you believe the Phillies can get the 1 seed. But yeah. Game 161 for Casty. That's funny. Almost 4 a.m. Good morning, folks. Rise and shine with Orioles Birdwatcher. What's going on, man? BW here. Always giving his love and support. Please make sure that you like and subscribe to his channel as they take on the Minnesota Twins. That game will be tonight at 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can follow along with him as he gives really good play-by-play on here. He does. What else do we have going on? Tonight it'll be, we got the A's taking on the Mariners at 9:40 as well. We got the Padres out in Arizona. That should be a heck of a ball game. Last night, the Padres ended up winning 5-3 against the Diamondbacks. And I gotta tell you, the NL wildcard race is really getting interesting for sure. It really is. The Diamondbacks are now technically on the outside looking in. They are 88-72. The Braves technically have the 2 seed now, and the Mets are tied with the Braves. They're both 87-71. So it is going to be interesting to see how things end up even just before Monday's doubleheader, potential doubleheader, that is. All right, so here is Zack Wheeler to pitch the bottom of the fourth. No score at DC. And the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Double play, sit down. What's up, Mr. Henbrew Hammer? One ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, and that is outside for ball 2. Edwards is trying to be numerous, JJ. Yep. Trying to be numerous. Okay, gotcha. 2-0 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Numerous. Two balls, one strike. Wheeler gets set at the letters. Winds up and fires. That's outside, but it's called strike 2 by Nick Lentz. Gabriel Ruiz is going to call for time. Hitting .226, the 26-year-old from Valencia, Venezuela. 13 home runs and 56 RBI. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field. Castellanos on the run over towards the line. Then I'll make the catch. And out number 1 is recorded. Pop out over to right. That's how the bottom of the fourth is started. One out, bottom of the fourth. Jose Tena is going to come on up to the plate. Batting over on the left side. Has a shin guard on his right ankle. And throws the pitch. Or an ankle guard, I should say. Excuse me. That's taken for a ball. An ankle guard. 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch that's just inside for ball 2. White Sox lead 2-0 out in Detroit. And the Rays have a 2-1 advantage out in Boston in the top of the fourth. Detroit game, that's in the top of the sixth. It's 2-0 Chicago. 1-1. That's inside for ball 2. The AL wildcard race, that's getting pretty interesting as well. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. Now, the Mariners are technically eliminated, okay, but, and so are the Minnesota Twins. But what's still in play is which place or which seed the Tigers and the Royals are going to get. Will the Royals be the 6th seed and play against the Houston Astros, or will they finish 5th and play against the Baltimore Orioles? Or 4th? No, 5th. That's correct. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch is fouled away. Wheeler not wasting any time. 53 pitches in 3 1/3, and throws the 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss with a splitter that went into the dirt. And Wheeler with another strikeout. That's his second here in the bottom of the fourth. Doing a pretty good job in this game so far. Now it is 6 total strikeouts for Wheeler and just 1 hit allowed. Comes Yepez, who tries to take a hack at the first pitch and is early. Postseason, we need consistent pitching. Yeah, I think that we'll get it. I do. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, and there's a foul ball. Personally, if you were to ask me, I don't really care who we play in the first round. We should beat the Brewers. We should beat the Mets, and we should beat the Braves. If we have to play the Diamondbacks, I get a little bit worried, but we still should beat them. The ball's 1 strike in the next pitch, and that was fouled away. Because think about it like this. They have to pitch their top 2 pitchers. possibly top 3. And we still have our ace. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts by Wheeler. He has 7 in just 4 innings. And we head to the top of the 5th. JT will lead things off when the fightins return. No score in DC. So, I really don't care who we play in the first round. We should beat any of these teams. That's the truth. That's the truth. The goal is to get back to the World Series. And to win the whole thing, in my opinion. But at least they got to get back. And there's no excuse as to why they shouldn't get back, especially now that they do have the bye. They'll probably go up against, if they have to face the Mets or something like that, they wouldn't have to, if they went up against the Braves, let's just say, they don't have to worry about facing Chris Sale or Ronaldo Lopez in the first 2 games. Wheeler would probably pitch against Spencer Schwellenbach or something like that. And that's the truth. And it would be at home. So, I'm not worried. I'm not. I feel a lot better now that they got the bye, just because they need to rest and they need to make sure that everybody's healthy. What does concern me in the back of my head is that the bats can go cold. Yes, I've seen that. However, I think that they have another layer to them, and something like last year is not going to happen. My gut is telling me that. But it's in the back of my head. That's the only little worry I have. The only team that they can't beat is themselves. I've said that for a long time. They should be the favorites. No balls, 1 strike to JT Realmuto as we start off the top of the 5th, and the pitch is outside and high for a ball. Oh, shoot, I missed that. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that for the next inning. It's on here, but yeah, I can do that. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that is taken down low for ball 2. Oh, you meant humorous, not numerous. That's fine. Phillies will win this game, but we will not make it to the World Series. We can tell by the way that they've been playing. I really can't. I mean, if we're talking about last night and the night after they partied, I think that this team is a good team. 2 balls, 2 strikes. They really haven't played bad this month. They've played pretty good. They won 2 out of 3 against the Mets the first time. Okay, they won 1 out of 4 against the Mets out at Citi Field. Okay, whatever. They got to play at the bank. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And JT strikes out. It's a different ball game in the postseason. It really is. We're going to get 49,000 people at Citizens Bank Park. And that is unmatched to even what we're getting now. That's the truth. That's going to intimidate other teams. The pitch. That's taken for a ball. How about them Tigers? They're doing pretty good. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch. And that is up high for a ball. No worries about any of these other teams that we will face. You only need to be concerned about the Phillies themselves. That's right, JJ. Wheeler needs to pitch 6 1/3. 2 balls, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And here's the next pitch. There's a foul ball. We've seen the bats go cold in almost every series since the break. They've had no offensive hot streaks in that time. 2 2-1 strike to Bryson Stott. And the next pitch, and that is swung on and missed for strike 2. All right, let's go through this. We're gonna do this. We'll do it during the break, okay? Because there's people that want to tune into the play-by-play. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Gore kicks and delivers, and Stott is going to ground this one over to first base, and tagging the bag is Gallo for out number 2. Two outs, top of the 5th. Nobody on for the Phils. And the pitch to Wes Wilson. And that is taken down low for a ball. They don't seem to have the joy of the game. Watching highlights from the 2022 and 2023 runs, they showed the determination and excitement. Terry, they didn't get hot, though, until the playoffs. We're not even in the playoffs. They got hot in the wild card series. So how can you... And before that, we didn't feel good about the Phillies. So we can't, compare them now where they currently are to where that team was, because that was the wild card series. 2 balls, no strikes in the next pitch, and that is swung on and missed. It's just different. And they're still really happy. They're playing, they love playing together. They feed off of good vibes. I see it. 2-1 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out over to left field for a base hit. And Wes Wilson does get on. It's just different. We have also seen the pitching not be consistent either. So you guys don't think that they're... So let me ask you this. Okay. The pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to left center field, and that is going to be caught right at the track by Young. Okay, so we're going to do a poll question right now, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. The poll question is, do you see the Phillies go into the World Series? We're going to do that right now. Okay? We're doing this. We're doing this right now. Because I really want to get a poll on how many of you actually feel like the Phillies are going to go to the World Series. Are the Phillies going to the World Series? Yes or no? Hebrew Hamner, just out of curiosity, are you a Nats fan? There's definitely nothing wrong with that. I'm just curious. I just don't know if you're a troll or if you're being a Nats fan. I'm just curious. I don't mean that in a bad way. Can't say I do, says Mr. Hebrew Hammer. You sound like you hate the Phillies. Which again, there's nothing wrong with that. Just don't troll. Try not to troll my chat. All right. Are the Phillies going to the World Series? 9 people say no. Because I think that they are. I do. I think that they're going to the World Series. That's what my gut's telling me. But your concerns... No, just a money fan. I bet heavy on the Nationals to win today. Oh, no problem, bro. No problem, man. You're good. I do see them. And no, I'm not trolling. No worries, man. No worries. I got you. I understand. I totally understand. 57% of you, 54% of you say no. I'll be so happy if they do, but I'm prepared for the letdown, says Terry. Okay. All right. Yeah, honestly, you guys can totally feel however you want to feel. That's totally up to you. But they have the second best record in baseball. Did they have that in 2022? No. Did they have that in 2023? No. They didn't. 1 ball, no strikes in the next pitch, and that's taken inside for ball 2. They had a very cold streak in July and in August. Yes, that is true. That is true. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch, and that's taken inside for ball 3. But I'm trying to get to the bottom of this as to where we sort of disagree. 3-0 pitch, and that's taken inside for ball 4. And a 4-pitch walk issued by Zack Wheeler to Dylan Cruz. JJ, curious, when's the last time the Phillies won the division and got a first-round bye? They've never gotten a first-round bye. They won the division in 2011. The bye didn't come in until 2021. No, it was 2022. It was the first year that the bye came in. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. They're averaging, the Phillies, literally this year offensively, they're 4th in batting average, okay? They are 7th in homers, right? They're 5th in RBI. They're also 4th in doubles, okay? And they're 4th in hits and 4th in runs scored. So I don't really understand how the offense doesn't add up because statistically, they've been doing a pretty good job with all the other teams. The pitch on the way, and there's a pop-up hit out over towards the middle infield. Turner gets under it, and I'll make the catch over on the outfield grass. Best record comes mostly from dominant first half, barely above 500 in the second half. Okay, but they beat the Dodgers. They've beaten the Mets. They've beaten the Brewers. Okay, I know that the Brewers were in the first half, but those are the teams that they're going to have to face. They beat the Braves recently as well. So why not? It's all about perspective. Correct. The pitch. And there's a strike called. Throw it back over to first, and it's not in time. We're in the bottom of the 5th. There's 1 out, and there's a runner on over at first. No balls, 1 strike to Young. Wheeler comes set the letters, kicks, delivers, and the next pitch is inside for a ball. And also, by the way, too, in pitching, you want to talk about how they've been doing pitching as well. I'll tell you how they've been doing. They have literally done a pretty good job there, too. Maybe they're 11th now in ERA, which is still not bad. But in strikeouts, they're top 10. And in hits allowed, they're in the top 5 in that, too. 1 ball, 1 strike in the next pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. Look at all the bad teams they've lost to in the second half, but they're not going to have to play those bad teams in the playoffs. They're not going to have to play them. We would be so much more mad if they lost to the good teams. Yeah, they played down to their opponent. If that happens in the playoffs, I'd be shocked. Pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to third base. The flip over to second. There's 1 throw over to first in time for a 5-4-3 double play, and that's going to end the inning. And the Nationals are thinking about challenging this. They decide not to, and we head to the top of the 6th with no score out at Nationals Park. Last season, the Rangers were 50-51 in their in their 101 games. They dropped the division and they won the whole thing. Sure, like, teams get hot, and yeah, sure, like that stuff happens. It does. Baseball's a very, very weird sport. It's really about momentum, and it's about who gets hot at the right time. I understand that. But this team has a roster where the expectations are to go to the World Series, and they all know that. How can you not think that they at least don't have an extra layer to them? Just because we haven't seen stuff in the regular season doesn't mean that things can't happen in the postseason. You know? I don't know. I think that Bryce has more in the tank in the postseason. I do. I think that at the bank, when it's rocking, I expect them to put up runs. I do. I expect them to win games. And my expectation is for them to go to the World Series. I think that they're better than the Dodgers. I think that they're better than anybody. Why not them? I got a bad feeling about the Phillies in the playoffs. Everybody does, it seems. You're saying we beat good teams. Counterpart is that they've also lost to the bad teams. But we're not going to have to play them in the playoffs. That's the point. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Kyle Schwarber is going to be coming up to lead things off. And the pitch to Schwarber, and there's a ground ball, foul ball. If you haven't seen an extra layer in the regular season, why do you expect it in the postseason? Your gut, that's it. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. My gut is telling me that they can do this. That's really my gut. No balls, one strike, and the next pitch is fouled away. So Schwarber's going to step out of the box real quick. I do. From what they've showed us, though, in the regular season, I understand. No balls, two strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss, and Kyle Schwarber strikes out. And there's one gone. I get what you're saying. I understand. I just believe that they're going to be hungry. And that they have the experience to at least go deep. And they are going to want to finish the job. I do. I think that that's what's going to set them apart. They have the core. Fine, but your gut isn't analysis. That's bias. That's true. That's true. 2 balls, no strikes. And Harper waits in the on-deck circle. One out, top of the 6th, then the next pitch, swing and a miss. That was a high fastball that came at 95. No score here in the top of the 6th. 2-1 delivery, and that's fouled back by Trey Turner. Turner batting .273 in the month of September. 27 hits and 99 opportunities. Two to Trey, swing and a miss. He actually just fouled it off, they say. And barely got a piece of it. Scroll down in this chat here. What's up, Mitch? How you doing? Mitch, drop your link down below, man. Correct. 2-2 on the way, and that's inside and low for ball 3. But then the counterpart that, though, is that we didn't feel like in 2022 that they were even going to go far in the playoffs, and they just did. They got hot. And that magic run started from there. 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and Trey Turner strikes out, and there's 2 gone. So back-to-back strikeouts for Mackenzie Gore. He's been pitching pretty well today. But that is true. But your focus only seems to be on how the Phillies can't do it. To be fair, though, BW. To be fair, though, last year really hurt us. And I understand where they're coming from. I get it. I understand that. It still kind of hurts me a little bit, too. Not gonna lie. Pitch. And there's a foul ball. Faith is nonsense. No balls. 1 strike. And the next pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. Look, we can all disagree. But, like, I agreed to disagree. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's the next pitch, and it's swung on and missed. Faith is believing in something with 0 evidence. Why would I do that? I mean, the team has played pretty well, though. Have a good one, JJ. Thanks for stopping by, BW. I do appreciate that, man. Next pitch. Now it's a 2-2 count. Look, we can disagree on things, which is totally fine. But the way that I look at it is that I still think that they can actually do it. But Marshawn's right. If we can't hit, we're not going to win. And Larry's right. If we can't hit, we're not going to win. That's the truth. 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and Mackenzie Gore comes in and strikes out the side, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. So the Nationals are coming up, and there's still no score. The team playing pretty well is evidence of something. That's true. As Philadelphia fans, we experience the pinnacle of disappointment, but anything can happen in the playoffs. Essentially, like, that's what it is. For sure. For sure. And a sip of water. I do like this discussion. I do. I think it's a cool discussion. In general, all comes down to pitching. We have the staff. Depends on how they execute. I think it comes down to the hitting. But I will tell you that Ranger is going to be a factor when they have to pitch him in Game 4s. And that is a big question mark now. Nationals pitching really this good. Gore's been statistically pretty good over his last 4 or over his last 6 outings. But the Phillies hitting has not been good today. So that's the truth. It's a good mix of Gore being pretty good in the Phillies hitting like me with PCL on MLB The Show. That's funny. That's funny. We can't waste another Wheeler gem. I agree with that. I agree with that for sure. Mitch, you still here? Was it the pitching that let us down 2 years ago? My memory isn't the greatest, but we also couldn't hit for shit. The pitch, and there's a strike. Was it the pitching? No, it was the hitting. 2 years ago was the World Series. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch thrown by Wheeler, and that's fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler comes set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Zack Wheeler. He's been really good today. It's now 4 straight strikeouts in a row in this game. Wheeler has actually struck out 3 of the last 4 batters that he has faced. And in total, 6 of the last 7 batters have struck out. Next pitch, ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And Jacob Young able to single up the middle to get a 1-out single here in this bottom of the 6th. 5 days off is going to be big too. Yeah, for sure. Like, it all definitely does factor in. It does. It does. James Wood is going to come on up to the plate. Wearing the white batting gloves. Batting over on the left side in the first pitch. And that's fouled off. This guy's a heck of a player. It's going to be a really good one. Unfortunately for Wheels, looks like Sale is a lock for the Cy Young. He is, I believe, every bit as good. 0-1. That's taken outside for a ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And turn on those bells. 1-1. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Yeah, I like to keep it family friendly. Today, it was a weird start time. 4:05 start time. They're playing the Nationals. There's not a lot of juice with this. But I would still, nonetheless, appreciate if it was family friendly. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is outside and high for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the toss back over to first, not in time. The next pitch, fly ball hit out over to left field. It's carrying, it's going back over towards the track, and it is gone. So there's an opposite field home run allowed by Zack Wheeler, and James Wood finally gets a hold of him and makes it 2-0 Washington. No spoilers in the chat. No spoilers. So Wood able to go yard. And it's 2-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, do the charge chant. I can't do that unless they're batting and they have a rally, and they haven't done that at all today. The ball's 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. 2-0 Washington in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. And the next one is outside for ball 2. Oh, I forgot to do on this day in Phillies history today. I apologize about that. 2-1 pitch. And there's a foul ball. Happy birthday to Cameron Rupp. Remember Cameron Rupp? Also, today is Francisco Rosario's birthday. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Washington, with 1 out and nobody on. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Wheeler kicks and deals, and the next pitch is swung on and missed, and there's out number 2. So the difference of the ball game is James Wood's 2-run homer. Phillies have not been able to put up any runs in this ball game through 6 innings. Wheeler kicks and fires, and the pitch is fouled away. What's up, Rising Rhino? How are you doing? How you doing, man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that is up high for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way, swing and a miss. The 1-2 delivery, and that's a breaking pitch that's in the dirt for a ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and there's a foul ball. Did you know that today marks the 105th anniversary of the shortest 9-inning game in Major League history? And, of course, the Phillies were a part of it. But they lost to the New York Giants 6-1, and the game took 51 minutes. 51 minutes. Next pitch by Wheeler, swing and a miss. And that's going to end the inning. However, James Wood gives the Nationals a 2-0 lead as we head to the 7th inning. All right. 51 minutes, man. That's how long the game was. What's up, Matt? Mitch is still here. I asked where you were. There you are, man. Thanks so much for coming on here, dude. Comment your link or post your link down below. Of course, the Phillies lost. The game ain't over. Hi, everyone. I almost missed the game this week. I missed the game, which week was a 1. We was giving up 4 homers since August 20th. Phillies tailgate just tweeted. Interesting. Did not know that. Make sure you like and subscribe, folks. Rising Rhino's here. Rhino, drop your link down below, too, man. If you guys love watching football, make sure that you go tune into what Rising Rhino does. He does an awesome job. And Mitch, by the way, does Fly Like an Eagle. He has a Sixers podcast out there as well. Please go tune into his content because he does a really good job with his stuff too. I mean that. I was talking about the anniversary game. Oh, what? I got you. Yeah, the anniversary game. I got you. Also in 1953, Harry Wright, who was the former Phillies manager, he was one of the 6 individuals elected to the Hall of Fame by a special old-timers committee. Mike Schmidt also collected his 40th homer. That was 41 years ago on this day. And the Phillies ended up beating the Cubs 13-6 to seal the NL East title. So, it was really cool as well. Mitch is a beast. Yes, sir. Just wanted to say hi, JJ. Thank you so much for coming by, man. I appreciate it. Is Larry still here? I hope Larry's still here. I hope that little argument didn't make him mad or anything. Derek Law is going to come on in the pitch. And the pitch is low and outside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. Top of the 7th. Phillies are down 2-0. If they win, we'll cover the Dodgers game. That'll take place at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. If they don't, then we won't do it. The pitch. That's taken low for ball 2. So how many of you think the Phillies are going to win the World Series? 65% of you say yes. 34% of you say no. 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, thanks. Hold up. Appreciate it. 1 second, I'll change that. There we go. There we go. Thanks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that is in the dirt for ball 3. It's also outside as well. So the count is full to Nick Castellanos. Three-two pitch, foul ball. What are the seeds for? For first place if they get in. For first place for best record in baseball. Payoff pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss. And there's a cutter that gets him down on strikes. Greg John's here. What's going on? So that's now 4 Phillies that have been struck out in a row. Derek Law is out there on the hill. And now Bohm is coming up. And the pitch, and that's taken for a strike. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch is up high for a ball. Bohm 0 for 2. He grounded out and also lined into a double play as well. 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It was a cutter at 91 miles per hour. Just could not catch up to it. Law kicks and fires, and Bohm will pop this one up, hit out over to right field. Going to be a tough play, though, and it's going to be a foul ball as it hits the rail. Law kicks and fires, and the next pitch is down and away for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 12 total pitches by Law. Nationals won the first game, which was yesterday, by a score of 9-1. Bohm at the plate, and the 2-2 pitch. Grounder hit over to third base, and the throw across the diamond is in time for out number 2. And JT is coming up. I know the Phillies is your team. Do you see them winning the World Series? I see them at the very least getting to the World Series, but they should win. That's the way that I see it, though. The pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. I may not have much like stats to like back that up, but I definitely believe in them. I do. So 1-0 pitch, and there's a foul ball. But I will say, though, statistically this year, I know that they got off to a really good start. I just think that realistically they have the experience, and I think that they can go deep. 1-1. There's a called strike. It's on the inside corner. Hope they bring their bats to the playoffs. I agree, man. They won't win like this. That's for sure. 1-2 delivery, and that's taken outside for ball 2. Jim Sow's here. Little bit of game left for a comeback. Surprised the Phillies are down 2-0. 2-0, or the 2-2 pitch, and that's up high for ball 3. Payoff pitch on the way, and it's taken down low for ball 4. And JT gets on with a walk. Phillies hitters need to decide who they want to be when they grow up. I know that we have a lot of mad people on here, or people that are disappointed, and you guys have a right to feel that way. Dave Martinez is going to go out there, and we're going to have a pitch and change. So, all right. Top of the 7th, 2 outs, and a runner on over at first base. And we got a pitch and change just like that. JJ, if you had a walk-up song, what would it be? It would be Till I Collapse by Eminem. That's what it would be. That would be my walk-up song. Got little to no faith in this team. Been playing like trash the last few months. They are not hot, and I just don't see us going all the way. That's fine. That's fine. I disagree, but, you know, that's how you feel. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. It is 5:47 p.m. Eastern Time as well. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Now I forget what it was. In case you're wondering where I was last night, I did a Villanova game. I did my first Villanova ice hockey game. That went pretty well. I did color for that. So that was pretty cool. And that's why I wasn't on last night. I apologize for not telling everybody about that. I said it on stream, but I always forget that just because you say it doesn't mean that everybody hears it. So I apologize for not posting that in the chat. I do. Phillies have lost their momentum. They've lost their momentum. The truth is, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go there. But I do appreciate you all so much for being on here. But yeah, my walk-up song would be Till I Collapse. That's a really good one. I like that question. The pitch on the way, and that's taken down low for a ball. One 0 to start, and that's taken outside and low for ball 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-2, 8-2, 8-3, 10-3, 10-4, 11-4, 11-6, 12-6, 12-8, 13-8, 13-9, 14-9, 14-10. I mean, they are 14-10 in the month of September, which is still pretty good. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and there's a foul ball. They're 14-10 in the month of September. I'll take that. I hope I'm wrong. It's just what I'm seeing, though. No, for sure. Like I love honesty, and I love again, seeing like what other people see. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that's up high for a ball. Hope this time off lets them get refocused. I agree. I do agree with that. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch to Stott. And there's a high bouncer hit over towards the right side, and the throw over to first is in time, and that's going to do it here in the top of the 7th. So, no runs, 1 man left, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time here in D.C. JJ, what's the status of Turnbull? I don't know, to be honest with you. I have no clue what his status is. All right, it's trivia time, man. It is trivia time. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. So, let's do this. I want to know... Chase Utley played for... We'll do an easy one. He played for 2 MLB teams during the 16 season career that he had. The Phillies, of course, were one. But what was the other team that Utley played for? What was the other team? I hate being a Philadelphia sports fan. I really do. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because when we win something, you're going to love it. Come on, man. Chase Utley played for 2 MLB teams during his 16-year career. It was the Phillies and who else? The Dodgers. That is correct. You got it. The Dodgers. It's tough. I understand. It's tough being a Philadelphia fan. But you love it because when something good happens, it feels so good. But when it doesn't feel good, this is what happens. And this is part of being a fan, period. All right. Wasn't the Dodgers one of his teams? Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. Yep. Good job. Bottom of the 7th. Yepes up to bat and takes the first pitch way inside. It was a sinker at 92 miles per hour. Good job. /28. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike, and here's the next pitch on the way, and there's a foul ball. On this day, the Phillies also finished off their 2011 season with 102 wins, which was the most wins in franchise history. 1-2 delivery. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Again, if the Phillies come back and win this game, stick around because we'll be doing the Dodgers game too. Because statistically, the Phillies still have a chance of getting the number 1 seed. There are magic numbers at 4. There are tragic numbers at 1. Whatever number goes down to 0 will be their destiny. 2-2, and that's up high for ball 3. Wheeler comes set, delivers, and the payoff pitch is fouled away. Wheeler gets set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and there is strike 3 from Zack Wheeler. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, and Rob Thompson's going to go out there, and that's going to be it for Zack Wheeler. It was bounced in. It was hit into the glove. They said that it was not a foul ball, and it just popped in and out of the glove. So Wheeler's day is done. He pitched really well. Just gave up the 2-run homer to James Wood. That was it. And bottom of the 7th, there's 1 out. All right. Hopefully y'all are doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. Wheeler's the first Phillies pitcher since the mound moved to its current distance in 1893 with 6 or more innings and 2 or fewer runs allowed in 11 straight starts. That's according to the MLB Network Research Squad. So 6 1/3 he goes. He'll finish the season, when you take a look at his regular stats, with exactly 2 innings pitched. Or 200 innings, excuse me, not 2. 200 innings pitched. And also finishes off the day overall, and gets where is it? There it is. What just? Oh, that was a leaf. That was a leaf. Finishes off the day with 11 strikeouts and 6 1/3 of an inning. So he did what he had to do. Just give up the 2-run homer. That's it. That's it. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. And Orion Kirkering is going to come on in the pitch, and he throws a strike. It's in there at the knees. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Marsh tries to get to it on a bounce, and it bounces in front of him. That's Dylan Cruz, who gets on base with a single. A 1-out single here in the bottom of the 7th. And Joey Gallo is going to be coming up to bat. Somebody asked about Spencer Turnbull. What his status is. I'll let you know. Pitch on the way. And it's in the dirt. But going over to second base and advancing is Dylan Cruz, and he is safe. The following players will be on the Phillies taxi squad for workouts next week, according to Matt Gelb. And that is Max Lazar, Spencer Turnbull, Rafael Marchand, Aramis Garcia, Buddy Kennedy, and Cal Stevenson. That's what I saw. Let's see. Was he safe? They were thinking about challenging it and decided not to because he was safe. See again. I think he got him. I think Turner got him, actually. Are the Phillies even challenging it? Yep, they are. And then Turner just got him. from that angle that they showed us. So this would be a big call. JT had a really good throw over to second base. 1 ball, no strikes. But we're trying to see if Cruz was safe over at second base or not. My guess is going to be that he's going to be called out. I don't know why it's taken them a while to review this. The angle that they just showed us, it looked like Turner just got his fingers. That's what it looked like. Let's see again. Catches it. He got him, I think. His right hand wasn't on the bag when Turner tagged his left. What? So the call stands and they rule him safe. I thought he was out. Chief Newts here, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. One ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 7th, one out. And the pitch, and there's a called strike. It's a sweeper at 86 miles per hour. The 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. And getting under it is Wilson, and they'll make the catch. For out number 2, heading on over to third base is Cruz, and the ball almost got by Bohm. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th, and a runner on over at third. Hebrew Hammer says, looks safe with me. Nah, he looked like he was out. That's what he looked like. And he was easily safe there at third. Pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. Young is 0 for 2. He is struck out and grounded out. 1-0 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss. Kirkering, 23 years old. Right-handed pitcher from Huntington Beach, California. Has a 2.31 earned run average. And the next pitch, and that sails low and away for ball 2. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you like and subscribe, folks. 2-1 delivery, and that's outside for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's taken down low for ball 4. And that's going to put runners over at the corners. We were also finished with the lowest ERA he's ever had, and the lowest whip that he's ever had, too. .224 strikeouts in 200 innings. And a 2.57 ERA. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, and the pitch. That's taken up high for a ball, and heading on over to second base is Jacob Young. And he's now in scoring position. So a base hit could double the Nationals' lead. 1-0 pitch, and there's a called strike just at the knees for strike 1. Nunez is 0 for 2. He grounded out and also struck out as well. And the next pitch on the way, ground ball hit over towards the first base, the third base side, and everybody's going to be safe. So Nunez gets on with an infield single. There was no chance that even the runner from third was going to come on over to the plate because it was hit in that direction. And that's going to load the bases for Luis Garcia Jr. And it was just a lucky swing. Oof. First pitch to Luis Garcia Jr., and that's down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Kerkering gets set at the belt, kicks, fires the next pitch, and that's down low and inside for ball 2. And JT's going to call for time and try to talk things over with Orion Kerkering as he just cannot find the zone. 16 walks this season for Kerkering, and he looks to be off today. There are 2 outs here, though, in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies just have to get 1 out. Blind like always. 2 balls, no strikes. Kerkering comes set at the belt. Garcia Jr. in the box. 2-0 pitch. There's a fly ball. It's a foul ball, and that one goes out of play. Reason why I knew that Utley played for the Dodgers is because he had a rivalry with the Mets. Yes, that's correct. Not only did he have a rivalry, but he had a bad collision that caused an MLB rule change. 2 balls, 1 strike on the next pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. Kerkering comes set the letters. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Kerkering gets out of the jam. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll head to the top of the 8th. Phillies are down 2-0 against the Nats. All right. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. I will see you all very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Where is it? There it is. All right, we're back. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike to Wes Wilson. So we start off the top of the 8th. We're so close to getting 90 likes. We're not even at the 90 mark. Come on, folks. 1 ball, 1 strike in the next pitch, and that's popped up, hit out over towards the first base side. And the first baseman, Gallo, says he has it, and he does, and he'll make the catch. And there's 1 away. Fouled out to first. We're not even at 90. Come on, folks. We have 155 people tuning in. What the heck is going on? We're not even at 90? Dude, what the heck? What's going on? Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. One out, top of the 8th. And here comes Edmundo Sosa, who's going to pinch hit for Brandon Marsh here. Facing Jose Ferrer. The first pitch, and that's fouled away. Come on, man. I know that the Phillies are losing, but come on. We don't even have 100. The ball is 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that is taken for strike 2. It's a fastball. 155 people tuning in. Keep hitting that like button. There we go. 0-2 delivery, and there's a foul ball. Hoffman's warming up in the Phillies bullpen, and he'll pitch the top of the 9th, or the bottom of the 8th, excuse me. 0-2, and that's popped up. It's a foul ball, though, and it goes behind the seats. Oh, 0-2 is the count. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. The 0-2 pitch. I think that hit Sosa. It did. And they'll go on over to first base, and the tying run is coming up to the plate. So, home plate umpire and the first base umpire are getting together. Let's see again. Had him just on the back elbow. He did not swing. He didn't go. I think he's going to get on. Hit him right on the bottom wrist. There we go. All right, so Sosa gets hit by a pitch, and now it's Kyle Schwarber coming up to the plate with 1 out. Pitch to Schwarber, swinging a fly ball, hit out over towards straightaway center field. It'll stay in the yard, though, and making the catch is Young for out number 2. Had a chance, but it stayed in the yard. And Trey Turner is going to be coming up to the plate now. Did we get to the 100 mark yet? We're at 94. Come on, man. Hit the thumbs up button. First pitch to Trey Turner, swinging a miss. It was a sinker at 98 miles per hour. No balls, 1 strike. Sosa over at first base. The 0-1 to Trey. And there's a foul ball. Hit that like button, baby. Let's go. No balls, 2 strikes to Trey. And here's the 0-2 delivery. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field. That's going back to the track, and it is gone. And the Phillies tie it up 2-2 in the top of the 8th inning, and it's a brand new ball game. There we go. Bryce Harper's coming up. Thought the game was over. Thought it was over. There we go. So 2-2 and the pitch, and that's taken way up high and inside for ball 1. I thought it was over. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper in the next pitch, and that is, it was on the outside corner, but it's a called ball there. Don't throw the hanger. You said it was over. I thought it was over. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Harper stepped out of the box for a second. And the 2-0 to Harper, and that's taken upstairs for ball 3. And that's going to make the count now 3-0. It's almost like hope isn't that bad. Three balls, no strikes, and Harper takes a step out of the box, and that's taken for a strike. Yeah, but, like, they weren't even, like... I mean, like, they weren't looking good at all, and, like, I'm happy that they've come back, but they weren't really out of it. 3-1, there's a called strike. Just on the top third of the zone. All right, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. And the payoff pitch, foul ball. Charge. So Turner ties it with a 2-run homer. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. And the payoff pitch to Bryce, and he fouls that one over towards the third base side. It is a foul ball, though. Hit by pitch, what a scam. Oh, that's what you're going to blame it on now? Okay. All right. It's always something. Payoff pitch to Harper. And there's a foul ball hit over towards the third base side. It is out of play, though. Two outs, nobody on, and the payoff pitch to Harper, swing and a miss. He strikes out, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, but the Phillies tie it back, though, 2-2. On a 2-run homer hit by Trey Turner. And the Nationals are coming up in the bottom of the 8th. It'll be Gallo, Young, and Nunez coming up. All right, hit the thumbs up button, folks. Come on, man. Hit that subscribe button. The fact that we don't even have 100 likes yet. Come on, bro. And we had a little brawl going on. The benches are being cleared now. I didn't even get to see what happened. Didn't even see what happened, but benches cleared, bullpens cleared as well. And just some words being exchanged with each other. I don't know what specifically went wrong there, but they're showing Bryce Harper. I guess that there was something that he didn't like. And now we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th, and hopefully we'll find out what just happened. I wasn't even paying attention. Should I go back and watch a little replay to see what just happened? Let's do that. They were showing the replay of Trey Turner's home run. And as soon as that happened, they didn't even show a replay of what happened with Bryce Harper, but there was some angry cues out there. We ain't losing. Who are the possible teams we will play in the first round after the bye? The Brewers, the Padres, it's probably going to be the Brewers. It's either the Brewers, the Diamondbacks, the Mets, or the Braves. That's who it is. So those are the teams that we might have to face. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully y'all are doing well, and that everybody's doing well, man. I appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. Oh, boy. All right. So bottom of the 8th. It is 2-2. Nationals are coming up to bat. Homer's not fun. We all know that, but what is there to do about them? Nothing. Thanks for subscribing, Matt. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I do appreciate that very, very much. Under 4 likes, under 75 of you tuning in. Not all of you have hit the thumbs up button. Harper had a back and forth between Nationals catcher Keibert Ruiz during that at bat, and then after striking out, he took offense to something said by one of it was by one of the Nats players. They're showing a replay here. Harper taking one up and in. All right. Ugh. Let's do this. All right, so C.J. Abrams is up to bat. Sorry, James Wood's up to bat. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Hoffman is going to pitch, and he's having a problem with something. Goes back over towards the mound. He came charging over to the plate, and now goes back out there on the bump and gets his cap readjusted. 67 games for Hoffman, a 3-2 record, and a 1.65 ERA. In 65 1/3 of an inning, he has 87 strikeouts and 16 walks allowed, as well as 5 homers allowed on the season as well. Bottom of the 8th inning, nobody on and nobody out. And the pitch, and that is inside and low for ball 1. One pitch, and that is taken on the outside edge for strike 1. Five seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. It was a splitter that came at 90 miles per hour, and the count is now 1-2. Phillies were down 2-0, and then Trey Turner tied it up on a 2-run homer. 2-2 homers today. One by this guy up at the plate. That's James Wood. The other one by Trey Turner. Fair weather fans may want to switch channels. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Line drive it over to right field, and that's going to go all the way over towards the wall. Wood is going to head on over to third base. And he is going to dive on in there with a stand-up or with a triple over to third. And the go-ahead run is now 90 feet away from scoring. Wood hustled out of the box, and as soon as it was hit over towards the corner, he just cruised on into third base and got right in there. It's a good angle. Right there. Oof. So he's at third with nobody out, and the pitch to Ruiz. Fly ball hit out over to center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. The Nationals are going to retake the lead. It's now 3-2 on the RBI bloop single by Keibert Ruiz on that pitch. All right. That is true, Scott. Yeah, you're right. That's a good one there. 3-2, bottom of the 8th. Phillies now down by 1, and Tenya comes up and swings and misses at the pitch for strike 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and turn on those bell icons. If the Phillies do somehow win this game, we'll be going on for the Dodgers game afterwards. But if they don't, the Dodgers take the best record in baseball. And then we'll be back on next weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hoffman on the hill for the Philadelphia Phillies. Nobody out, bottom of the 8th. A runner over at first, and the 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss from Jose Tena. So that's going to make the count now 1-2. 1-2 pitch. And that is up high and away for ball 2. If I overstepped, my apologies. No worries, man. No worries, dude. We'll talk about it, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. I'm not really mad at anybody. So there's a strikeout. And 1 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. You don't have to apologize, man. It's, we just got caught up in the heat of the moment. That's what happened. Look, we're going to get into disagreements on here. That's what happens, right? But we may not like we may not like all one another, but at least we got to respect each other, And that's what I hope that I create on here. A community where we don't have to get along with people. We don't always have to like one another. We don't always have to agree on things. But at the end of the day, all I ask from anybody is just good respect, and that's all I want. So no harm, no done, in my book. Next pitch, and then take it for a ball. JJ, are you doing the Phillies game tomorrow? If the Phillies lose this game, no. We'll be doing the next Phillies game. Will probably be Friday. 1-2 pitch on the way, popped up, and it's a foul ball. Hit over towards the first base side. I'm simply trying to help morale. No, man. Like we'll talk about it, bro. You're totally fine. You're fine. I understand what you were trying to do, and I do appreciate that. I do. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. You didn't, nobody did anything wrong. We're fine. I promise you. Sometimes what happens is that we just get into disagreements on here, and it's just what happens. The pitch. There's a foul ball. Hoffman with 17 pitches. We're in the bottom of the 8th. There's 2 outs. And there's a runner on over at first. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. That was a slider that was in the dirt. No, it's definitely a good take, man, for sure. Like, I understand where you were coming from. I understand where he was coming from. Nobody's right or wrong. We just have our own opinions. I'm more so like a go for like the ride like type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm sort of like that too. If the argument is positivity versus negativity, then yeah, I'm guilty. You're fine, dude. Like don't stress this, man. Next pitch. There's a line drive base hit. The thing is with the internet is that you don't see the person, the face of the person. I can type in a certain way and mean it one way, and the person reads it another way, may feel another way about it. For sure. But no, you're totally okay, BW. you're totally fine. All right. No harm. No harm. 1 ball, no strikes. I absolutely appreciate the respect shown by JJ and others in this community, says Terry. That's good. Yeah, look, we may not always agree on things, and we may not see things eye to eye, but if somebody takes it one way, like, it is what it is, but there's no malice, you know? Pitch, and there's a strike. I think we may have taken it a little bit too far, but I understand what everybody's intents were. 2-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's gone. Just like that. And that's going to open the gates and make it 6-2 as Joey Gallo goes deep. And the Nationals now take a 4-run lead. I got a banana over my head. I don't know what that means. It's probably the green screen. So they're up 6-2 in the bottom of the 8th, thanks to a 3-run homer. Thing was, he got way underneath that too. Crazy. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs. Nobody on. And the pitch on the way, and that is low and inside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike to Jacob Young. And the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. And Stott has it and flips it over to first. And the inning is over. So, Gallo hits a 3-run homer. And there was an RBI single by Keibert Ruiz as well. And we go to the top of the 9th at 6-2. All right. Serena says, I still got hope. Thank you all so much for being on here, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, man. Let me see. So Kyle Finnegan is going to come on in and try to shut the door against the Phils. Hoffman gives up 4 earned runs on 4 hits, including the big one to Joey Gallo. Barring if something miraculous happens here for the Phils. Oh, gee, I can see the banana as well. Yeah. Part of the green screen, man. That's what happens. If you guys do enjoy this channel, but I appreciate you all for being here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. And then tomorrow we're going to take a day off. I think tomorrow we're going to take a day off and we're just going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? We'll get ready for Friday and build everything back up, you know? And that's what we're going to do. 110 likes on here. Thank you all so much for doing it. We could win 7-6 in 10 innings, says Terry. We could. Anything is technically still possible. All right, so Castellanos will be batting against Kyle Finnegan. He has a 3.59 ERA in 62 2/3 of an inning. This is not a save situation. 59 strikeouts on the season as well and 24 walks allowed. Thing about this team, though, and I've always said this, is that they are relentless. They are. Castellanos is coming up to the plate. And the pitch on the way. And there's a ground ball, foul ball. Take the day off tomorrow. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Barring if something else crazy happens here. No balls, 1 strike. Had a long day yesterday. Even though it was a lot of fun. I'm still sort of on the high from yesterday. 0-1 pitch. Naz taken down for a ball. No rest tomorrow. Play for possible home field advantage. Well, that's not going to happen if they lose, man. So, if they lose today, it's over. 1-1 on the way. Fly ball hit out over to center field. That's going back over towards the track, and it hits off the top of the wall. Young did not even get a good read on it. Castellanos is going to go on over to third base. The throw over to third is not in time. Almost gets by the third baseman. And Nick Castellanos gets on with a triple to start off the top of the 9th. You know what I meant. I got you. No rest for tomorrow. If Jack, if they lose tonight, it's over. The tragic number, I don't know if you see it right over here, it's down to 1. So if that number at the bottom goes to 0, it's over. That's with the Phillies loss or with the Dodgers win. We got a runner on over at third. And Bohm is up at the plate. And the pitch to Bohm. And that's fouled off. What happened yesterday? Oh, I did Villanova. I called my first Villanova hockey game yesterday, so that was really cool. That's why I wasn't on, because I did my first Villanova game. 0-1 pitch. That is taken low and inside for a ball. Here's the 1-1 to Bohm. There's a ground ball hit over to shortstop, and the throw over to first is just in time. Gallo somehow kept his foot on the bag and extended his leg as well. Got tripped up, and it's 6-3. The Phillies do get a run though, and make it a 3-run deficit. All right, that was a good play though by Nunez once again. I don't know how Gallo was able to just extend his, or utilize all of his wingspan and then just do a little split. Comes JT Realmuto and he takes the first pitch in there for strike 1. So it's now 6-3 in the top of the 9th. Casty did score. Bases are empty. 1 out. And the 0-1 to JT, swing and a miss. Splitter was in the dirt. They can still get home field advantage in the World Series, JJ. They already have that locked in. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and JT strikes out. And there's 2 gone. They still have that, man. So did they say that JT struck out, or did he foul it off? First it looked like they ruled him out. But JT's going to get another chance here. So he just got a little piece of it. The ball's 2 strikes, and the next pitch to JT, and now he strikes out. on the splitter that was in the dirt. And there's 2 away. Yankees lost today 9-4, so but you're saying if the Yankees win tomorrow and if the Phillies lose, then it doesn't really matter to me now. I need to take a day off. I need the off day tomorrow. 2 outs. Top of the 9th in the pitch. And there's a strike. Always need new announcers on TV and radio. They're awful. Well, I appreciate you for coming on here and for you enjoying. I disagree. I think that they're really good. But I'm happy that you found a home on here. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 delivery to Stott. Ground ball hit over to first base, and there's the ball game as Gallo tags the bag. And the Phillies lose by a final score of 6-3 to the Washington Nationals. So they're locked into the 2 seed. And they cannot face the Padres. Let me see this. They cannot face the Padres in the NLDS. They'll face either the Diamondbacks, the Mets, or the Braves. They cannot host the Dodgers in the NLCS. They'd host anybody else. So that's where that's at. So I think I'm positive as often as I'm negative as well. No, Larry, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. The last part of the year, either the pitching let them doom early or late. It's tiring on the players. Yeah, this was a tough loss today. Okay. First of all, I want to say thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate that. I also, I wanted to say thank you so much for being here. And before we get into the Phillies talk, I wanted to say I'm sorry if I took things a little bit too far, like early on. You know, I also wanted to apologize about that because, again, like in no particular way, like am I judging anybody like off their opinions or like 1 or 2 people. All I ask, though, is that we just be respectful of one another. That's all I ask. And, you know, I think that it went a little bit too far. But, you know, at the same time, I'm happy that you're all here because we have one thing in common, right? And that we love the Phillies and we love baseball. And, you know, we're going to disagree on things, but I don't want anybody to personally attack anybody. But yeah, that's all I have. We're a wild card team in 22, but we're in better shape this year for sure. Absolutely. In regards to this game, this was annoying. I'm not upset by it. I'm more so annoyed because they had a really good performance from Zack Wheeler. You know what I mean? Like, they had a very nice performance from Zack Wheeler, and they wasted it. Like, that's the truth. They wasted it. Hoffman had a really bad 8th inning. It's not why they lost. Okay, Hoffman didn't pitch well. I don't see that being a problem moving forward. I hope it's not a problem moving forward, but they lost this game. The number one reason why they lost was because the bats just couldn't wake up. And I don't know if this is who they are. Let me back up. I've seen this team go into slumps, and when they go into slumps, they get so ugly, man. They really do. And today was one of those days where it did get really ugly. And I can't rule this out, you know, from happening in the playoffs. And that's what kind of makes me a little bit annoyed. I'm not going to lie. But I don't want to think that this is a part of who they are, but I maybe have to kind of accept that. Maybe I'm in the heat of it, but I'm not happy with how things went today. I'm really disappointed in them. thought that they didn't really have a good day at the office today at all whatsoever. And that's a shame because Zack Wheeler pitched really, really well. And who knows, maybe this could have been a deciding factor for him for getting the Cy Young because of the wins. But it is what it is. So, congratulations. I did also want to say really quickly, I'll put up the little graphic. Where is it? Sorry about that. I forgot. Where is this graphic? Here it is. And we'll take this off. Not that. This off. So the Phillies are locked into the 2 seed, and will have home field advantage throughout the entire playoffs unless they play the Dodgers in the NLCS. So they are also now 1 game in front of the Yankees. The Yankees, I do believe, do own the tiebreaker against the Phillies. But that's where they are right now. If they do win tomorrow, at least they'll have the number 2 seed, best record in baseball, locked up, I believe. But this one was tough. Offense didn't support Wheeler in his last 2 starts. No, they did not. They did not do a good job today. And it was just a little bit annoying, you know. Did I expect them to hit the ball really, really well today? No, but I expected them to do more rather than just put up their first 2 runs in the 7th inning. Like, that's unacceptable. And I don't know if that's a Rob Thompson thing or what, but this was one of those games where you kind of figured that the Phillies were going to be behind the 8-ball today. And at some point, Zack Wheeler is not Iron Man, right? Like, he can't do it all. He gave up 1 to James Wood, and the offense just didn't have his back. The offense did not have his back today. They chased after a lot of pitches. They weren't really working up pitch counts well today against Mackenzie Gore. Now, Gore has been on, but 2 things can be true. Gore was on today, but the Phillies were off. 2 things can be true, okay? So, it is what it is. I'm not really happy about this, but the bottom line is that we got to get ready for next week, okay? And all the things that we've been talking about throughout this entire season about Rob Thompson, everything is going to be put to the test starting next week, okay? It all starts with round 2, the NLDS. So I'm sort of in the middle here of just being soaked into the moment, but also realizing that the big picture comes up next week. And I'm trying to, if this was a regular season game, or if this regular season game was more or less sort of like game number 100 or game number 55, I would be really ticked off. But because it is where it is now, I'm sort of like willing to give them a little bit of grace, as wrong as that sounds, until we see what happens next week. They don't do well next week. That's what matters. This was just another game. My hat's on fire. Yeah, the green screen effect's going off, so I think that we're gonna call it. But yeah, man, this was just annoying. I don't feel so good after this win, but that doesn't. I'm not losing sight of the bigger picture. This was just annoying that they could not find a way to get into a rhythm today. And sometimes that's going to happen, but it just wasn't at a good time. So, all right. Again, I want to thank you all so much for being here. I love each and every one of you to death. We're going to take the day off tomorrow. And we'll be back. We'll be back during the week, okay? We're still going to be putting out content. We'll still be covering things during the week. Tomorrow, I need the day off. I'm not going to lie. I've been going really, really hard. and I need to have a day to just catch up. And tomorrow's going to be that day for me. I need a little bit of a getaway. Catch up on things. Catch up on stuff in the personal life, and try to take a couple of days off from streaming. So that's all we're going to do. All right? I don't know if you can see, but the fatigue is starting to kind of set in a little bit. So we'll be a little bit nice to ourselves and give ourselves a little bit of grace. All right? I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for tuning into the regular season. This is not a goodbye, right? This is just see you Friday. Okay? Lila's over, everybody. And, I forgot to post my trailer in the link. All right. If you guys have not watched my trailer, here I'll go post it right now. Where is it? If you have not watched my trailer, here it is. I'll post it in the link down below. 114 likes. Not so bad. There it is. Okay. There's my little trailer right there. If you guys want to go watch it, it's a really cool fire trailer. It is. And also, I want us to do our boy a solid and go raid his channel. I think Jiva Newts is live now, so let me go see. Jiva Newts. Enjoy your day off tomorrow, JJ. Thank you. I appreciate it. That is cool, your trailer. Thank you. Appreciate it. I really do. Jiva Newts is going to go live at 7, so we can go raid him, and we can go say hi. The trailer's fire. Thank you. I appreciate it. Again, my boy Matt, shout out to him, bro. I'll give him a little round of applause. I am going to post that on the socials. It's so cool. That is really cool. All right. So there's Jiva Newts' link. I posted that down below, too, for y'all. And that, I think, is it. I think that's it. There's Jiva Newts' link. Go rate him. Go hit the like button for him and go subscribe to his channel. All right, see ya. Lila Tov, everybody. Have yourselves a very good rest of your night.